Hi, I'm Josh Turner, and thanks for requesting your 2022 Revenue Growth Master Plan. And we put this together because we realized that business owners and entrepreneurs need a way to dial in your goals and use a plan that you can follow to get there. Too many people get bogged down in the day-to-day and don't have time to take a breath and question whether or not their actions are actually aligned with their goals. They know that they want more, but they don't have a way to make it happen. Maybe you can relate. Tell me if any of this sounds familiar. Sometimes maybe you don't know exactly what you should do that will make the biggest difference in your business, or you feel that you just don't have the time to make the changes that really count, the ones that will really make a difference and that will help you realize your goals. That's what this is all about, making your goals a reality, and anyone can do it. In the Revenue Growth Master Plan that you just requested access to, I'm going to share with you exactly how I've done it and how 11 of my clients have done it as well. These are people just like you. Some use the methods I'll show you to start businesses from scratch. Others used it to diversify and add an additional revenue stream to their existing businesses. And they're doing it really quickly. People like John McGarry, who said, I got trained up and certified relatively quickly within a month, and it's allowed me to get my foot in the door with much bigger clients than before. Now I'm making inroads with companies that are doing 7 figures in revenue each year. I've got 2 new clients. I'm charging between $1,500 to $2,000 per month as a starting point, which is a decent retainer for my business, and it's a good stepping stone in the direction that I want to go in the future. And Douglas Campbell, who wrote in recently to tell us that he's got 4 new clients since starting just a few months ago. But first, let me take a step back. If you don't know me, I've been where you're at. I know the challenges that you face when growing, but I found a way through it. So keep watching, and I'll tell you about the critical component that changed everything for me and for my clients. Because over the last few years, I've been able to launch multiple 7-figure businesses and have been on the Inc. 500 list of the fastest growing companies in the United States. I've grown a very successful coaching and consulting business, an agency that helps businesses fill their pipeline with leads and fuel business growth. And now I'm the CEO of a software company that helps small businesses implement this solution with groundbreaking new automation technology at a price that anybody can afford. Now, in my first couple years, it wasn't all roses. It took some figuring out, but once I locked in on the model that I'm about to show you, you'll see that literally anyone can do this. That's certainly the case with me. It's exactly how I went from working alone in my dark, unfinished basement where I was surrounded by spider crickets jumping around on the floor. You know, my house was built in 1912, the house I lived in then, if that gives you any idea of what the basement looked like. And I went from there to living in a penthouse apartment in the heart of Manhattan in just a few short years. I went from a hopeful solopreneur, just getting started, working in my basement, to generating over $32 million in revenue and a team of 50 plus employees in just a few years. And I only say that because I want to show you what's possible and what it took to get there. And it's about being strategic, and it's absolutely about having the right system. The key for me was that I had an extreme focus on what results I needed and what actions led directly to that result. But that wasn't enough, because to actually make it happen, I realized that if I could automate the majority of those tasks, that I could help a lot more people in a lot less time, while at the same time increasing my revenue and income in less time. So my team and I created a methodology that made opportunities much more predictable, kept my pipeline constantly full, and gave me really a lot of confidence about the trajectory of my business. And this approach has allowed my business and my clients' businesses to revolutionize their marketing and lead generation in a way that creates what some people call an unfair advantage over their competition and the people that really don't know this system exists. It gives you a huge leg up. And these clients of mine, they're getting results and doing it in just 20 minutes a day. Even if you have no experience, like Jim McSherry, who wanted to start a business that gave him time freedom, allowed for a generous income, and that provided real value for his clients. And he wanted to shorten his learning curve so that he could get momentum quickly. After following our process, within a month, he was able to retain his first 2 clients. Not only that, he went on to close over $24,000 in booked sales, cash in the door within 60 days. Another client, Billy Fetzner, was searching for a business idea for over a year. He was unsure of exactly what he wanted to do. Then he discovered our system and decided to jump in. He then closed 7 clients within 90 days, and now he's talking about scaling and hiring more people. So when I say anyone can do this, I mean it. Anyone can do it, and you can absolutely do it. Before Billy found our system, all he knew was that he wanted to help people and businesses working in climate change and helping the environment. But he just didn't know how. That's when he learned about the 20-minute business workshop and the lead generation system that we use. Everything fell into place for him. Not only did he use it to help his friends and family, he also saw it as a viable business opportunity that would realistically bring in real revenue and allow him to help the exact businesses that he wanted to work with. It allowed him to create the business of his dreams, doing the work he was passionate about, and making great money doing it. This is what he told us. He said, when I learned about your program, I thought this is perfect. This is exactly what I need for my friends and family, but I can also build an entire business off of this where I can help the people I want to help. I can use this to help those businesses who are trying to change the world and trying to thrive, and I can also thrive myself while feeling that I can make a change in the world. And isn't that what we're all really trying to do, right? And within 2 months of starting, he has 7 clients, 3 more about to sign. And it doesn't just happen by itself, obviously, but once he took the leap, followed the plan we helped him create, and implemented the system, he was able to leverage this massive opportunity that currently exists in the market to build a business that people actually need. And this is a win-win for everybody. We're doing the exact same thing with a lot of other people just like you. If you already have a business, the same principles can work for you too as you create your own revenue growth plan. For example, another client, Teresa Allen, she created her own 20-minute business for the same reasons. She wanted to run her own business, she wanted to actually help her clients see results, and she wanted consistent revenue and time freedom. And to achieve all that, she needed a great offer and a way to get clients. So our system did that for her, really killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And when she saw how it not only helps her get her own clients, but that it also provides an in-demand service that people are literally desperate for, she went all in. And as she was starting out, Teresa leveraged the systems we teach utilizing LinkedIn, email, and social media to get more leads and clients, and to implement the same process for some of her existing clients. And they happily paid her thousands a month for this solution. And here's something that she shared recently in our member community that she was doing to garner initial interest in her services. She said she's winning today. I have 3 contacts I reached out to because they posted something about one of their pain points, and all of them accepted a meeting and are interested in talking. That was the beginning. She went from getting interested contacts to closing 8 clients in her first 90 days. She now has a fully fledged business. The best part about it is that, yes, she gets impressive results for her clients, but she doesn't have to work all day at it. And this process, it doesn't take much time to implement. So Teresa can spend her time doing the things that she really loves. And in the Revenue Growth Master Plan, you're gonna see more details on these 3 clients, plus 8 more examples of how people who have a focused plan to follow and a system that automates the majority of the work for their business are able to create a 6-figure income in as little as 20 minutes a day. What do all these people have in common? Even though they have different types of businesses and come from way different backgrounds. But to start, all these people also had common goals. They wanted to increase their revenue, whether that means starting a new business or adding more revenue streams to diversify your current business. Number 2, they wanted to provide value to their market. And number 3, they wanted to achieve time freedom, while at the same time achieving financial freedom. But they understood that a goal without a plan is just a wish. And I believe that's 100% true. And that's why they created and followed our revenue growth plan. And most importantly, they put the system in place that made it easy to follow. And they adapted the 20-minute business model to achieve their goals. So I'd love to show you exactly how you can do this too. And I'm hosting a live workshop where I'm going to dive into exactly how the 20-minute business can realistically work for you so that you can add an additional 6 figures to your bottom line this year. And look, it's not hype. I am a down-to-earth former finance guy, and I've seen enough to know that with the right systems in place, those kinds of numbers are achievable for anyone, even if you're starting from scratch or don't have much time to spend on anything else. This is the best way I've ever seen to do it, to create true leverage so that you're not trading time for dollars. You can still grow a very successful business. So I'd love for you to be there. Make sure you click the button on this page to RSVP and save your seat, and please put this on your calendar. It's a time investment that is going to pay off very quickly. If you take action, like the business owners that I've just told you about did, then it will pay off for you within just a few weeks from now. I know you're gonna love it. I can't wait to see you at the 20-minute business workshop so I can show you exactly how it works, and we can really partner together to make this happen for you too.
My name is Grant Pasai. My company is Marketing Hospital.
I'm a solopreneur, and I'm an author and a speaker and a consultant. And so as a one-person shop, I was just kind of overwhelmed by the results I got, and I want to share them.
My name is Tom Swipp. I'm the owner of Swipp Systems Incorporated.
I'm Ed Jones. I'm the owner and operator of Advanced Safety, which is a health and safety consultancy which helps small to medium-sized enterprises and also large corporate businesses with their health and safety management systems.
My name is Michael Mertz.
So my name is Bill Barberg, and I'm the president and founder of Insight Formation.
My name is Marianne Collejot.
Hi there, my name is Danny Eny, and I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Miracy.
My name is John McAllister. I'm vice president with the Behringer Group in Radnor, Pennsylvania.
Hey everybody, it's Suzanne Evans here, and I am with Josh Turner. And Josh and I have been friends and colleagues for a while, and Josh knows some things about me that some of you know about me, but if you're new to me, you may not know. I am a technophobe. I hate technology. Most of my business is based off of personal connections. And anytime somebody's like, hey, try this, it will make your business easier. In my brain, I go, that sounds hard.
12 years ago, we started shifting to serve communities that are tackling complex issues around chronic disease, addiction, poverty and homelessness and issues like that.
I was a startup business. I literally had a few $100s in the bank. It was a crossroads moment in my life where I had the choice of returning back to the corporate world or going out by myself. And so I had a lot of people in the background advising me to get back into the corporate world where I had guaranteed income, you can still pay the mortgage and the bills. I've got a large family, I've got 4 kids. So the pressure was really on to go back to what I knew. However, I knew that I was also sitting on a really market-leading system, which I've been developing over the years. And so I found myself at a crossroads, and I took the leap.
The emphasis with them so much was not just using online, but using online as a starting point, and then really connecting with people and then going into a personal relationship.
And because our first 2 emails are quite personal and casual, then she felt like she was talking to me completely individually the whole time. And I was like, oh my God, this is really working.
What I love about Connect 365 is that it allows you to do all the stuff that you would want to do anyway, to create an intense, close personal relationship, which means people will look at your emails, it means they will open them, it means they will engage with them, it means they will engage with you.
So the key thing was something that I could use that I didn't have to depend on other people. And after I kind of looked through the training on Connect 365, it's like, I can do this. And so I've been using it and using it in quite a few different ways.
We were at a point where we knew organizations in our sectors, but we didn't have as much exposure. So it felt like we needed to get the word out more, and that we needed more people to know about the organization so that we could grow and become the organization we are today.
I sent out 500 emails to a cold list. This list had not heard from me probably in about 6 months to a year. Some of them told me 5 years since I had reached out to them. And I reached out to these folks, and in 24 hours, I had 30 people joined my LinkedIn group, which was my offer. 23 people signed up for phone calls with me to find out what was going on in my business and how I could help them. I only had 3 people asked me to unsubscribe out of that list. So what I wanted to share with you was I've been working with LinkedIn since September, so for 4 months. And my prospects on my list went from 41 that I now have the potential to reach out to 1,028 prospects in just 4 months using 2 of the systems they offer.
You know, some of our engagements will last anywhere from 2 years to 25 or 30 years. But the point is, and so it's worth it to us to spend the money and spend the time necessary to nurture these clients, to let them know that they can trust us, that we know what we're talking about, we know what we're doing, and we're not going to give them bad information, and we're not going to do anything that's going to hurt them. And what's really funny is that a couple of these people that I've contacted, done this thing for Connect 365 and so forth, people have said to me, thank you for never giving up on me, to try to get a meeting with me, because this has been the most valuable experience I've ever seen. And, the one that said that is going to be a client for Behringer Group for probably at least 20 years.
Within the first 12 months of being in business and using the system, I've turned over $100,000. I've been able to employ a full-time staff member, and I've just secured agreements up and down the country with professional contractors. So they will also be doing work for my business. So all of a sudden, I'm a nationwide business. I've turned over $100,000. I'm organizing a national conference for health and safety professionals group.
It's so much confidence now and security. I mean, seriously, before I felt anxiety about the whole process going in. I like knowing everything before I really start jumping into something.
And then on the phone call with them, if we don't do a real world event, they also know who I am and who we are, because they've seen our content come through, they've seen our pictures in our posts. They just have a general warm introduction to us before we actually meet with them the first time.
The biggest benefit I saw from the LinkedIn campaign they've done for me is the increase in revenue. I mean, they kicked my revenue double of what it was, and it continues to double every year now.
I probably in my 11 years of doing business have brought something like this to my people in my list maybe 4 times, maybe 4 different technology pieces in 11 years. And this I was so excited about, and it was so simple and it was so effective, but it's also for my people. My people like high touch, low tech. And even though this is a piece of technology, it's super high tech.
They put it all out there. They seemed so genuine and wanted to really help you, and not just help you and in the sense that then you're dependent on them, but so that you can really run on your own, get into LinkedIn, make your own successes and stand on your own.